Hey, everybody, what's happening? And welcome back. And if it's your first time here, well, then welcome. I'm Craig, and down on the floor next to me is Foxy, and we appreciate you stopping by. So, in today's video, we're going to cover pretty much news and information. But the one thing first, though, to get this out of the way, we'd appreciate if you would consider liking and subscribing because all of the funds that we make on this channel go directly to Guardian Angels medical service dogs that provide service dogs for veterans. We really appreciate if you could like and subscribe the video to help get our algorithms up so that way we can get monetized and move these funds to Guardian Angels as soon as possible. Thank you. So, with that being said, let's talk about what we got going on today. We are going to talk about events and news. And I know there's one art story in here that I absolutely love, and we're going to talk about in the news is the three Marines that prevented a stabbing, which could have been a life or death situation for some person and could have cost someone to go to jail for life. Anyway, we're also going to cover two big events that are going on in Western Pennsylvania, and that includes the VFW McMurray and their Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs fundraiser. That's going on in 3 June. And then, of course, we have the golf tournament that Life Changing Service Dogs for Veterans is putting on, and we'll talk about both of those. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and kick it. About Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs and their fundraiser that's going on Saturday, June 3rd at 400 Valley Brook Road in McMurray, Pennsylvania. Definitely close enough for people for West Virginia as well as Ohio could make the trip down. It's going to be a pretty incredible event. I will also make sure that down below in the comments have all the links, point of contacts, all that stuff you need. So if you're interested, you can reach out to them and find out what you need to do so that you can go to the event. But what makes this event so special? Well, I'll tell you. So first of all, they have 5 different bands that'll be playing on their outdoor stage during the event. And one of the bands that's playing is called T-Fog. And T-Fog have agreed to allow me to go ahead and play along with them the song that I wrote about Foxy called A New Leash on Life. But even moreover, that's better. We had to get a good singer to do it with me. So we did turn around, and my daughter will also be singing with me and singing the song. And I'm pretty excited about it. I'm pretty nervous about it. But, it's one of those steps that I'm making since I've been going through my recovery and trying to do better. And how Foxy helps me from her medical, being a medical service dog as well. The other thing that's going on is we have the 50-50 that's being held every couple hours. So you can make some quick money there. You have the Chinese auction with all sorts of baskets and other items to try your luck. What's really cool, we also have 4 guitars that are going to be available. Guitars that are valued anywhere from $175, $200 up to almost $1,000 for these guitars. So I think you'll enjoy that as well. We'll have food provided by the club that'll be given to you as part of your entrance fee. And I don't have the fees in front of me, and I'm so sorry, but we'll get all that information. I'll also add those to the comments as well so that you have the cost of the event. They will have the drinks at the normal club prices. If you're looking for liquor and stuff like that, that'll be located in the indoor bar, which also will have the regular, beers and everything else and beer on tap and stuff like that also on the inside. And then on the outside, they will have beer and soft drinks available on the outside where all the bands are playing and so forth. We also will have a bunch of veterans and their service dogs. And like I said, Foxy and I will be there. I'll be speaking at the event as well as singing and playing at the event, like I said, with T-Fog, the band. Um, so excited to work with them. This band's incredible. So all it can do is make me sound good, which I'm pretty excited about. But if you're interested in attending, I have all the information in the comments down below. It's going to be a fantastic event. I think you'll really enjoy it. So the next event I want to talk about is being sponsored and hosted by Life Changing Service Dogs for Veterans. And this event is coming up pretty quick. That is Saturday, April 29th, and it's playing golf for a cause. And all the funds will be going to Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs in promotion of both their new campus that's being built here in Western PA, as well as for medical service dogs as well. You know, come on out, get your team together. It's a blast. Last year, I was at a couple other golf events that were going on. Foxy and I will be there for the day. We'll be hanging out. Please come by and talk. And especially if you watch the video, come by and see me. I might have a surprise for the first person who shows up and comes over and talks to me and tells me that they saw me on the video. So there may be some kind of prize for that person who does that as well. Um, the event obviously is it's 4 persons per team and $10 per player. And again, this is a great event. It's going to be phenomenal. It's at Quicksilver Golf Course, and that's I'll have the address and all the other information in the comments below, so you'll have everything you need. You can also go to www.padogsforvets.org and get more information and reach out to Bill or Tom or anybody there. They'll be able to help you out with this event for sure. Uh, so I think you'll enjoy that as well. And again, life-changing service dogs for veterans. Incredible organization. Love them to death. All right. So let's go ahead and move on. So now we're going to talk about in the news. All right. Getting into our heroes and talking about our Marines. Hoorah, Marine. 3 Marines prevent stabbing, break the knife at a Virginia Chick-fil-A. They broke up the fight. So let's talk about the Marines, who they were. First of all, you have from left to right Corporal John Darby, Lance Corporal Nicholas Dural, and then you have Corporal Bradley Feldkamp. They are the ones that helped prevent the knifing at a Virginia Chick-fil-A. And that's according to Gunnery Sergeant Matthew Bragg of the Marine Corps. Now, this was posted on Marine Corps Times, as you can see from the picture. And I will turn around and make sure that I have links to the articles as well and everything that we talk about here. Um, so basically, the overview is when teams whipped out a knife during an altercation at the Virginia Chick-fil-A, 3 nearby Marines intervened to break up the fight and break the knife in half, too. What's interesting, all 3 of these Marines were awarded the Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal for their accomplishment at the Stafford, Virginia Chick-fil-A. Pretty cool, for sure. Um, According to Darby, he said, our Marine brain just kicked in. The Marines who graduated from Marine Corps Base Quantico, Virginia's 9-week embassy security training, that was back in March 9th, were getting lunch at a Chick-fil-A in the middle of all these, in the middle of running errands, is what happened. So what I think is really cool is, first of all, we're talking about Marine security guard training too. So they had gone through some intensive training. Now remember, these are Marines. They've already gone through boot camp. They've done all sorts of other training, and now they're being trained to be Marine Corps security guards or Marine security guard training. And what does that entail? I think that's really interesting. Now, I went out and took a look at it. According to the U.S. Department of State website, which I have a link in the comments below. First of all, Panel 6, Marine Security Guard Training. As an instructor of MSG school, we push them to the limit. We try to get them to their breaking point, and then we push them a little further. That's what Gunnery Sergeant Trevor Johnson said. Now, if you think about it, that's the idea behind the Marine Corps training, because it helps you to relax during stressful situations and to be able to handle them competently. And they definitely took it to the next level. So MSG stands for Marine Security Guard. So you'll know what that means as I read through it. All MSGs receive response training, which includes tactics, techniques, and procedures required to prepare for and respond to man-made and natural disasters. MSGs also complete DS specialized training in the use of firearms, defensive tactics, technical and physical security equipment, emergency first aid, fire response, improvised explosive detection, and destruction of controlled material. So it's really interesting. They not only learn how to handle weapon stuff, but they also learn from a hand-to-hand combat perspective as well, which I think is really cool. So let's talk it a little bit more. This is what happened overall. Having finished the meal, Dural was about to walk over to a barbershop to get his hair ready for formation on Monday, but he lingered a little longer because Feldkamp had to finish an extra order of fries. Speaking of that, I am getting pretty hungry. That meant that they were that that meant he was there when two teenage boys, aged 17 and 14, approached a male seating at a Chick-fil-A and got into a brief argument with him. According to the Marines and the local sheriff's office, the seated male pushed the pair, knocking them into a nearby woman. Durrell said a fight ensued. Dural went to check on the woman. Meanwhile, Feldkamp and Darby held back a fourth male from getting involved in the brawl, they said. Hey, take this outside, the Marines recalled, shouting to the teens. Then Durrell saw one of the two alleged attackers pull out a knife. Instinct kicked in. As Durrell had learned to do in the Marine Corps security guard training, he grabbed the wrist of the teen, holding the knife, and twisted. Durrell said he put so much pressure on the top of the blade that the knife snapped and the blade flew into the air and slid across the floor. According to Darby, who scooped it up and handed it to a Chick-fil-A employee. At the article, there's actually a picture of the knife that was broken in half. The alleged assailant started out of the back door, the Marines said. They took them, they took with them allegedly the victim's cell phone, but no one was stabbed, according to Monday's statement by the Stafford County Sheriff's Office. Well, we kind of knew that. He took the knife as quickly as possible. So in the article, it says, well, no one was stabbed. No, because he got the knife ahead of time before anybody was stabbed. A sheriff deputy later nabbed all alleged perpetrators and took them to juvenile detention center to await a court hearing held Monday. According to the statement, both teens face charges of assault and battery and robbery, and the 17-year-old faces additional charge of attempted felony wounding. Boy, that's bad. 17 years old and already getting your first felony. Well, I'm assuming first felony. Because they are juveniles, obviously that none of the names have been released. Durrell eventually made it to the barbershop for his haircut. He didn't even tell his barber what had just happened at Chick-fil-A. He said, I try to be as humble as possible. In a statement Monday, the sheriff's office publicly thanked the hero Marines who stepped in to prevent the altercation from getting worse. So you see what I'm saying, man. Awesome article, awesome Marines. It's great to see an article like this come up and happen, just incredible. And again, I'll have all the links below. Like I tell you, leave a comment too, man. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about the events. Tell me what you think about what the Marines did. And if you can make the event, I'm hoping you make it there. I'd love to see you at it. It's going to be an incredible, both events. I'll be at both the golf tournament as well as the VFW's big event for Guardian Angels. I'll be there too, as you know. Like I said, first one to come up to me and tell me that they watched the video at each event, I'll have a surprise for you. And looking forward to see you there. Again, thanks for watching the video. As you know, I need the like, we need to subscribe. Yes, I'm begging, man. like and subscribe to our channel. It's important because as the algorithms pick up, that gives us the opportunity to monetize. And in turn, all the funds will go to Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs. And that helps get those service dogs for veterans, just like Foxy and I was able to get my service dog. Much appreciate all of you out there, and take care. Hey everyone, thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Once we start monetization, we'll be able to send all that money to charity and Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs. You can see below Foxy, there's a video. Below me is a video. If you want to watch one of the other videos, please go ahead. We hope you enjoy them. And again, thanks for your time and take care.